30s, no kids, not married. What is wrong with me? Is it me? I just don't get it. Hello all and welcome back to my channel. So kind of from the intro, you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this video, but it's all about being in my 30s and feeling like, oh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, right? Because society tells us we're supposed to be in a white picket fence house, 2 or 3 kids, our dream job, our dream car. Society tells us where we're supposed to be at. And many times we really think that's how life goes, and it's not. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you're at in life, you are right where you need to be because life is still going on. You still have time to achieve so much. And just because you are not married, you don't have kids, you may not be in the best job, you may not be in your dream house, driving your dream car, a luxury car, all that doesn't matter. Life has a funny way of showing you that you are doing good. It has this funny way of showing, oh, you're not doing good. You need to catch up. You need to get on the train and, run a little faster because you still about 20 steps behind and you're not going in the right direction. However, none of that is true. And we have to stop looking at other people's life and social media because it may look all glamorous, it may look perfect, like no flaws, but you never know what somebody is going through. You just don't. And you should not compare your life, you should not compare where you're at to somebody else, to something that you see on social media. Or, you go into the grocery store and you see these families, we think like, okay, oh, that's probably the mom and the dad and they have their 2 kids. They just look like the perfect family. When is it going to be my turn? Like, I deserve love. I deserve to have a husband. I deserve all of these things. And you're absolutely right. You deserve everything that you want. And everything that you want is going to come to you at the right time. Don't force it. Don't go running looking for it. Stay, like I said in the previous video, stay obedient and stay on course with God because He will provide all of that for you at the right time. You don't have to rush it. Nothing comes to you easily. And a lot of times when something comes to you easily, you don't hold on to it for long because you're rushing into it. So I've always said I don't want kids. I don't want to be married. I've always said that since I was a little girl. I've never had a fairy tale like, oh, I want to have a red dress or a white dress. I want, all my kids to be flower girls and my son to be the best man. Like, I've never had visions of a wedding because I've always said I didn't want to get married. I've always said I didn't want kids. That was since I was a little girl. Even in my 20s, I still said it. Even up until like now, I still said it. But when I hit 30, my mindset changed a little bit and I started thinking, is there some, like, why am I not married yet? Is it because I've always said for my entire life that I don't want a husband? For my entire life, I said I don't want kids. So is God telling me, you know what? You getting what you asked for. You say you don't want it, so you're not getting it. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said that all those years. But then I had to think about it. Like, just because I said those things doesn't mean that's how my life is going to plan out. It's just, I'm not ready for those things. That's all it is. It's just, I'm not ready for it. God is not ready to bless me with those things. He's going to give me those things when it's the right time. So this video, the moral of this video is just to tell you, it's okay if you don't have everything that you want right now. All of that you do want is going to come to you. And I don't want to make it seem like, oh, just stay where you're at, just keep doing what you're doing. But it is like, keep doing what you're doing because it's going to start you're going to start receiving that at the right time. And there's no rush to get those things. There's no rush to start a family, to do this. Yes, we're getting older and we got to make sure, we keep our bodies healthy. But all of that is going to come to you at the right time. And it may not look perfect. It may not be like a normal way, as you would want to say, a normal way of receiving it. But it is all going to come to you at the right time. You don't have to feel like, oh, I'm in my 30s. I'm not married yet. I don't have kids yet. I don't have a family. What's wrong with me? Is it me? Am I not worthy of love? Am I not pretty enough? You are all of that and more. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are special. And you are worthy, and you are valuable, and you are going to receive everything that you want to receive at the right time. And it's not going to come on your time, and it's just going to come at the right time when God says, my child, this is your turn. Now you need to have this. And I don't even want to say your turn, but when God says, here's the right time for you to receive that, okay? The right time. Because God knows when it's the right time. We feel like, oh, we're getting older. Like, God, I should have this already. God, like, I'm already in my 30s. Like, I've already had fun all my 20s. I already did everything that I kind of wanted to do in my 20s. Like, now I'm ready to settle down and have a family. Like, I want this right now, God. Like, give it to me, please. But keep your faith strong, because God is going to provide all of that for you. And you don't have to feel like you are not where you need to be, because you're right where you need to be. Alrighty, so I just really wanted to make this video because I felt like it was heavy on my heart that once I turned 30, I started thinking of the family. I started thinking of, like, a husband, kids, all of these things. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if it was like a midlife crisis. That people say when you hit 30, it's like a midlife crisis. You really grow up and you really mature. I don't know if that's what it was or what, but all I know is when I hit 30, my mind changed a little bit, and I kind of started thinking of like, why I don't have these things yet, why I haven't received these things yet. All these years I said I didn't want it, but now that I'm 30, I'm kind of thinking about it a little bit, and it's like, did I do something wrong? Did I jinx myself by saying my entire life that I don't want kids and I want a husband? So now God has jinxed me, or God has said, you know what, you're not getting none of that because you should have asked for it a long time ago. So now I can't do nothing for you. That was just my crazy mindset going on a little rant about what I was thinking in my mind and trying to do it in my own way. But I am letting God lead me, and I'm letting God lead my life, and I'm allowing Him to give me everything I need on His timing. I'm not rushing it because I know I'm going to receive it. Whatever you want from God, ask Him. Tell Him, if it's in your will, God, for me to have it, I know you will provide it for me at the right time. So I'm staying obedient, I'm staying faithful, and I'm praying for these things, and I'm doing what I need to do. So once you do provide me those things, you will see, okay, you are mature enough to handle these things. You're mature enough in your faith to keep these things, because problems may come up, situations may come up, and I need to make sure that you are strong enough to handle those problems. You're strong enough to keep going and not think like, oh, you just need to give up because it gets too hard. So I want to make sure you are strong to hold on to these things and to do the right things when I give you these things. And that's the lesson too, that you got to know when God gives you something, He gives it to you on His time, because He knows you're ready for it. And in your mind, you may have thought, like, God, I was ready for this 2 years ago and you barely giving it to me. But God knew you wasn't ready for it. So He said, I know you want it and I know you deserve it. So give me a little time, but I'm going to give it to you. I'm planning out everything. So once you do receive it, it's a smooth sailing. You will cherish it, and you will make sure you do everything that you can to hold on to it and it to be a successful thing for you. Because no matter what, I'm going to walk you through it. God's going to walk you through it. Alrighty, so I hope you guys like this video. If you have any comments about it, leave them in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up button, and I will see you all on the next video. And y'all continue to spread love, light, and positivity towards others. And I will see y'all later, sunshines. Bye.